Hey, what's up guys? We're back with some BeamNG Drive, and today we're going to be checking out a mod that has custom Moonhawks, and it looks like they're kind of combined with a pickup truck, so I would say a Moonhawk and a pickup truck combined, and they're lifted up with the standard pickup truck tires, and there's a bunch of different presets, so if we just go and check them out, we got this one which is called the Moon Jumper, yeah. Then you got the regular one over here, which is just a normal Moonhawk. And then you got one that just looks like a Moonhawk with a pickup truck again. Then you got this one that's the drag version. Then you got a couple more down here. This one kind of reminds me of a pre-runner, so probably more of the off-roading type, which is what I want to test them out for, since they all have a lift. That's kind of what I was going for, is to try and test them out for off-roading. So I'm going to go test this one out, and probably this one too, and we could test them all out, see how they do. But this one definitely reminds me of a pre-runner, and I want to see how it performs with the regular tires and wheels that come with it. If it doesn't do that good, then I could always put on bigger tires. But we'll give it a shot, see how it does. So far, definitely seems like it has a lot of power. Suspension seems decent. Not the best. Seems like your typical truck suspension with a little bit of a lift. Seems like it slips out on the back end a little bit though. Try and make it up to the top of this mountain. It could handle the bumps pretty good, which is nice. See if it could. Whoa. Brakes suck. That's for sure. Alright, let's see if we can manage to get back up this mountain. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. What happens if I reset? Reset again. Alright, there we go. We can manage this. So it could definitely handle bumps really good. And it has enough torque to make it up this mountain, no problem. Alright. This one's nice, I like this one. Has a little roll cage, I think, in there. With a little roll cage in the back to protect, it looks like your fuel cell. Which definitely makes it look more pre-runner style. Let's give it a full send across the field, see if it could handle that. Surprisingly, it's doing pretty well. Up until now. Alright, we got plenty more to check out, so let's switch over to the Moonhawk with basically a lift. I'll try that one out. Alright, so this is pretty much the Moonhawk with a lift and looks like the truck tires. See how this performs compared to the one that we were just using. Seems pretty similar actually, nothing too crazy. Suspension might be a little bit stiffer. Hard to tell since we haven't really been going over too many bumps. Oh yeah, yeah. Suspension definitely is a little bit stiffer. Reset that. Like it didn't even happen. Alright. We'll try doing a similar path. Yeah, this one seems like it's easier to tip. definitely can go over some big bumps. But overall, seems like it doesn't handle them as well. It's not as spongy. Like it's not as soft as the suspension. It's more stiff. Which can be a problem when you're trying to go over big bumps like that, especially at high speeds. But it does have similar torque, which probably means that it has the same engine. I didn't really check, so can't verify that. Everything else seems pretty similar. We'll see how it handles flying down the hill into the field like I did with the other one. See if it can handle that. Where'd I go? I think I went down this way. Yeah, around here. A little bit of a different path, so this one might have had a disadvantage. Nah, I think I'm stuck now. Alright, so I switched over to a normal pickup truck version. And this one definitely has a lower lift on it. It seems definitely slower. Just boring. It seems boring. I guess it would be alright if you just wanted to transport stuff, but definitely not racing or off-roading. I mean, I guess it does alright. It's not terrible. Just like a normal pickup truck, you know, it's not terrible off-roading. Gets the job done, but you don't want to do it for that. You mainly want to use it to transport your crap, and that's it. But this one's similar to the first one we did, which was the Moon Jumper. Has the fuel cell in the back, and the toolbox is in the back. Just it has not big of a lift on it, and smaller tires, it looks like. So yeah, I don't even think I'm really gonna use this one too much. Just take it for a casual drive. Still has a decent amount of torque, nothing crazy. Has some type of performance engine in it, maybe just like a V8. And it seems like it might be just rear wheel drive. It's hard to tell. So let's switch over to the last one. I think the last one is actually a drag version, so that one's gonna have a lot of speed. Alright, so I switched over to the drag version, and I noticed that there's no tires on the front here. So I'm gonna have to add those in real quick. I guess we'll just do race tires. And now we'll put something beefier on there. That way we're not just running on rubber bands. Alright. So this one definitely has the most power out of all of it. I don't think you'd want to use this one for off-roading, but you can definitely do it. It has that lift. We could try this one in a different map, see how it performs on a straightaway, since it is drag. Oh god. Alright. Let's try out another one. Alright, so I actually wanted to go back to the first one we were using and customize it a little bit. So I put the biggest tires that I can on it, and this is what it looks like. Looks pretty cool actually. I think that looks really nice. So let's see how it performs now. with the biggest set of tires you could put on it. I didn't change the PSI. I might have to do that, but right now it seems alright. I might also change the engine, since this is not the biggest engine that this car can take. But I just want to see how it performs when it goes across the field like I did earlier. Do the bigger tires affect it at all? Do they help it or hurt? The only thing that's really gonna stop me is if I run into a tree. Oh no, I don't think I performed as well. I think I might hurt it. I hit a big bump and the tires kinda sunk in there. I don't think the PSI is too bad on it. I'll check it real quick. Okay, so I lowered the tire PSI. The tire PSI was actually pretty high. Let's see if that makes a difference. Starting to bog down a little bit there. Alright, that helped out a little bit. Oh yeah. This one's definitely my favorite out of the whole bunch, especially when you put bigger tires on it. That's nice. So I'm gonna quickly change maps and we're gonna check out the two other vehicles, the drag ones, and test them out on more of a drag strip or straightaway. See how they perform, see how fast they are. Alright, so these are the two that I have left that are more of a drag type car. You got this one over here. That's kind of like the first one, the moon jumper. Has the fuel cell in the back, has that tilt. No wheelie bar on it though. You got the drag tires in the back. And then you got this one over here, which I think is pretty cool. It has the skull in the front on the hood. And then it just has the similar stance as the other ones did. Kind of like the pickup chassis or something like that. So we'll test this one out first. See how this one performs, see how fast it goes. Then we'll test the other one out. And I think that'll pretty much be it. So yeah, this one definitely has a lot of power. Probably fully upgraded or almost fully upgraded. I thought we'd be going faster by now, to be honest. Seems like we're gonna be topping out at 180, which for a Moonhawk variant definitely isn't that fast. I'm used to the drag Moonhawk going like over 200. Especially on a straightaway like this. So yeah, 180, maybe 190 if you really let it sit there for a while. But no engine damage, which is nice, especially going this fast for this long. Let's send it into the wall. Wow, that was very anticlimactic. Alright, let's go to the other one. Let's see what this one has to offer. Probably not too much more, since that other one was the drag version. Yeah, this one's pretty laid back. It's probably just like a faster version if you want a faster off-road muscle car, since it does have a roll cage in there, but that could be for drag racing, you know? You need those for when you're going fast. Yeah, this one isn't gonna get anywhere near as fast as the other one did. I would say 130 would be our top speed, if that. Our boost for the other one was like 110 psi. This one only has like 12.4 psi. Yeah, we're only gonna max out like 130, maybe a little bit over. Alright. And that was that crash. That one was actually a little bit better at a slower speed than another one. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're interested in this mod, I will put the link for it down below. And I'll see you guys later.